Good morning time, pirates. How are ye? Cora is going a little crazy. Like, a lot crazy. We went on a run this morning, but apparently I didn't wear her out, which, who's surprised? She is, 40 years younger than I am. Hi.
Hi. He's a good girl.
Yeah. So she was running around in the backyard, and then she jumped in the door. And so I'm like, I'm just going to let her in now so I don't have to hear her jump on the door in my window for 20 minutes while I'm saying hello to everyone, right? And so I let her in, and now she's still crazy. Leave the kitty alone. Anyone want a puppy? All right. You can't have her. I love her. All right, here we go. So how are you this morning, Alicia?
I'm gonna make Hulu walk the plank.
Ooh, that would be fun. I could just see its little logo.
Because they took payment yesterday, and it's $85.30. So why did they take $106.62? That's my question, because that's a $21.32 difference.
Yeah, and the fees can't be that much. There's always fees or taxes or something, but that's a lot.
The only thing I can think of is that they did not, for whatever reason, the difference in the two bills that I have is $18.99, which is a credit from, because when we had the Disney Plus subscription, they take it all at once. So from my understanding, when they do that, then we get that price, that whatever the monthly rate is, so $18.99, that's the credit that we get towards Hulu, and that's why it's cheaper. This one does not have that credit on there.
Did you get rid of Disney?
No.
Oh, yep.
We still have Disney. Because we have the Hulu plus Live TV with ESPN and Disney Plus. I don't care about ESPN, but
yeah, I don't know why you have it. Like, everything I need on Hulu is just included in my Disney Plus. We don't have also an extra Hulu subscription.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, because
you don't need it.
We had Hulu first, but we have Hulu plus Live TV.
So do you watch the Live TV?
We watch the news and all that stuff.
Oh, I watch all my news on YouTube.
So I need to figure out what we're doing, because no.
I was saying, what news do you watch? I bet you can watch it on YouTube.
Mostly, like, I know he watches the Sunday morning news, which I think is CBS.
For CBS? Yep, that's on YouTube.
And then I think we do, like, Good Morning America.
Don't know if that's on YouTube.
There's a
the
local
Today Show
one.
Is not on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a local one. Not the Today Show. The it's like ABC, like Good Morning America or whatever. And then he watches there's like a Tampa Bay 28 or something like that.
Yeah, the local ones are hard to get, but you can actually get those just with an antenna, so you get your antenna. Those are still free to watch. You don't have to pay anyone to watch those.
We used to have one. It was something called an Amazon Recast box. Mm-hmm. They don't support that anymore.
Yeah, just look. There's a whole, like I said, literally, you just an antenna, and those channels are still free.
Yeah, so
you can watch the news for free. You're wasting $85 is what I'm trying to say.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
You can buy 2 journals with that every month.
That's not the point here. The point is it's affecting my streaming service. Don't tell me that. Okay, I have plenty of journals. Who is influencing who now? My God.
I gotta organize that mess today too. All right, let's see how chat is doing. We have a Zwankin. For some reason, I had to approve that comment, Swank. I have no idea why. And it says, Bonjour, Buccaneers, and happy Forgive Your Foe Day. That's it. YouTube is not about that. YouTube is like, no, you shall not forgive your foes.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why it blocked this comment. Mm-hmm. Happy Read a Comic in Public Day. I support this. And happy Crackers Over the Keyboard Day. That's not a happy day. You know what a mess that makes?
Who eats crackers over their keyboard?
Not me, and I eat all the time at my desk.
Right?
It's still not crackers over the keyboard.
It was the crackers word, though, that you probably had to approve of. Because they probably
you're
took
right.
it
That's right. We had the crackers problem before. That's right. The bots do not understand context, for sure. And Annette is here. Annette says, hey, Zwank. Why, hello, Annette. Good afternoon to you. And we have Lauren. Lauren says, good morning, ladies. I'm still congested, but I did get my Italian wedding soup last night, and it was so yummy. I'm ready to take on the day. Hopefully, I'll open up a book today. Do they put spinach in that one, or do they put escrow? Because I found out that a lot of them do have escrow instead of spinach. So I'm just curious.
You say escrow, and I immediately think of like part of my mortgage payment going in soup.
Spelled very differently.
I'm like, hold on. Why would you put money in soup?
I make twice baked potato soup, like homemade. So I make that homemade, and then I add so that it has, because I put carrots in it and celery and onions because it's the mirepoix. And so I put all of that in it as the aromatics. But I also, at the end, when it's all done, I put in kale. Kale is not my favorite vegetable, but I love it warm. And the kale really holds up in the soup so that it doesn't, it doesn't get slimy. It doesn't like wilt away. It doesn't add water. It's really firm. So I love putting kale in soup. And so I put it in that. And then I'm like, look, full meal, even the salad, just include it in it. It's so good. I need to make that when we get back. It's delicious. It's Xander's favorite soup. I'll have to have him come by and grab some. And Chris says, morning, everyone. My plan for sprints is to film my September anticipated releases video and finish the Canyon Cathedral. I am on page 137 of 197. Nice.
Totally.
I want to film my TBR video, but I'd like to finish this book first. And I just started it last night. So, and all I want to do is read this, but I have a edit for a client I have to finish. So, excuse me. Sadly, that is the priority today, but I want to give myself a chance to finish this first.
I finished Lore Olympus.
Oh, yay.
I still have like 4 books on my TBR.
You can finish one more this weekend. Come on, you can do it. I have faith. You got a week to your son's birthday. You can take some time this weekend.
I might read this one because it's short.
There you go. Get it done. Lauren says, I have not been up to reading the last few days. I'm hoping I can today. Good luck. You can do this, Lauren. You can do it. It's hard to concentrate on anything when you're sick, right? So Zwank says, aloha, Annette and Lauren.
Because I go through my email in the morning, and anything that is attached to my credit card, I get a notification about, and it tells me when it happened, how much, and where it went. So the fact that some of our bills are attached to my credit card. So what they do is they automatically get paid, and then I set it up so that the payments go directly back onto my credit card. Then that's how it works. Kelly's back.
I had no idea what was happening.
Yay, Kelly's back.
No idea.
I went through the comments. I got down to Lauren saying, oh, heck no. I bet you woke up real quick when you saw that.
Yeah, but I don't know how much they got of that.
Oh.
Because I had to restart my computer, which closed OBS.
Oh, no.
So y'all have to let me know.
Where we left off?
The comments. Let us know how much of Alicia that you all got. Yeah, see, they heard nothing from you, Alicia. That's what I was thinking. So it wasn't because I'm streaming it from OBS. So the stream stayed up because I didn't close YouTube. Right. I have no idea what's happening.
Oi. Well, we left off in the comments. Zwank was saying hello to Chris. That's about where we were.
Let's see.
That means I was talking to myself. Jesus.
Yep, sorry.
What a Friday I'm having.
Well, if you were reading the comments, you couldn't see that the screen was frozen?
Well, like you froze and then you disappeared.
Yeah, but then
I can still see it on my desktop.
Oh, that's funny because I have it pulled up on mine and I couldn't see anything. I mean, you see the ninja, right? But I could not see the screen itself from YouTube. That stream was frozen.
Oh, I can see the comments and everything.
Yes, I could see the comments, but the screen was frozen.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
I don't know then.
Yeah, if the screen is frozen, then they can't see you. Let's see. And Lauren was like, I think YouTube is having a case of the Fridays. I'm not sure it was YouTube. I think it was me this time. But I just don't know what's wrong.
Man, I read a whole bunch of comments too.
So that's why I commented. Yeah, I'm sorry. So we're just going to say hello to people and skip ahead. So who did I miss? We had Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay. Good morning to you, or good afternoon to you. And Livia has joined us, and a good afternoon to you as well, my friend. And Allie is here. Welcome in. Welcome in. And that's why I started to tell people, I'm sorry. It's buffering again. I'm sorry. It's still buffering. I don't know what's happening. I did have to go on the Wi-Fi, so it might buffer more because of that. But remember, YouTube was buffering before, and it had nothing to do with me. So
Don't know.
I don't know either. Let's see. So I restarted, and it is working. And we had Ren in. Why, hello, Ren. Good to see you. And we had Cherie. Cherie says, good morning, Kelly and Alicia in chat. Working from home this morning before going in later and listening to Cat and Mouse by James Patterson. Excellent, excellent. Let's see. That's even harder, I think. Working from home in the morning and then having to go to the office. I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah.
Let's see. And Charles joined us. The Time Pirates are frozen in time. We were totally frozen. I'm so sorry. That's you. We were complaining about Hulu, and I guess Hulu was like, oh, yeah.
I'll show you.
Hey, that shows you how important Time Pirates is, because I used to, if the stream was like broken, I was like, oh, well, not today then. And today I'm like, no, it's going to work. I got to figure it out. Oh, it's so funny. I almost woke Zafo up. He's still going to have to look because there's something not right. So he's still going to have to give it a look. And Annette says, hi, Courtney. Welcome back, Kelly and Alicia. I missed Courtney somewhere. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I'm just scrolling fast to try to get back. I apologize for if you said anything that you really want me to repeat, put it back in the comments, please. Yeah, this has been quite a morning. It's definitely Friday.
Oh my God.
I did
Friday is supposed to be a happy day because of the weekend.
Right? Let's see. Swank says YouTube did this a couple weeks ago. Yeah, the cycling part. But I really think it was me. I don't think it was YouTube this time. And Courtney says, I just got here, so I have no idea what happened, but I saw Alicia talking. All right, so I think once I got back on, it hit OBS. So once I then restarted OBS, then it picked you up. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And Courtney says hi to Cherie, Annette, and Swank. Livia says hi, Charles, Courtney, and Cherie. Allie says, morning, Courtney, and Christina. Good morning, Christina. Nothing wrong happened at all today. I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's see. Ashley says, good morning, all. I am working from home today and sneaking and reading in between. I love that. Get it done. And Swank says, hey, Ashley. Livia says, hi, Ashley and Christina. And Lindsay says, I didn't get the job. Oh, I'm sorry, Lindsay. We crossed our fingers for you and everything.
I know.
But I'm pleased with the feedback I got that I'm improved since my last interview. That is good. I love that. That's still progress, right? Still progress. Going in the right direction. Next time. Allie says, good morning, Christina. Zwank says, morning, Mama. Cherie says, Christina. And Zwank says, Lindsay, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's not fair. Lauren says, I am also working from home today and sneaking in between reading as well. I love it. I have to do the editing. And then I'll sneak cleaning in between. That's what it is. I always work from home. I don't know what to tell you. And Christina says, hi, Allie, Ashley, Livia, Courtney, Swank, Cherie, Lindsay, Annette, Lauren, Steve, Ren, and Chris. And Ashley says, hi, Swank. Hi, Livia. Ren says, hey, Christina. And Lauren says, Lindsay, just think of it this way. The reason you didn't get that job is because there's something even better out there for you. You just don't know. You just don't know it yet. Trust and believe. Yeah. Well, it's not just a job. It's a promotion. She's not unemployed. Right. So, yeah. but it was a promotion. So, which would be nice. I mean, promotion just means you could buy more books and journaling supplies, right? Paula was making fun of me yesterday. It was so funny. because that waffle pattern that Livy was telling us about. So I went over to see it, and it's so cute.
Right.
And the little pillow with the little butter with the face on it, I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute. And I told him, and every time they were talking about it, it was like, quit talking about it. Or I'm like, quit tempting me, something along those lines, you know. I do not have time for another hobby. And Paula says, you don't have another time for a hobby, says the girl who just took up journaling. And I'm like, exactly. So I'm out of time now.
I can't do anything else.
It was so funny. Let's see. Allie says, I'm sorry, Lindsay, but that's progress. Yes, it is. And plus, good for you for being brave enough to even try.
Exactly.
I mean, that takes a whole nother level. And so good job. It's scary doing that. And you did it. So you've got it. Ashley says hi to Christina. And Ren says hugs, Lindsay, and yay for progress. Lindsay says, one of the things they asked was if I would work full-time. No. That's it. They're looking for a full-time. That explains it. That'll do it. That'll do it. That's what Jenna just, one job wanted her to, but they needed her full-time. But my daughter, she's going to school full-time, and she's taking, organic chemistry and Cal 2, and like, she's not taking like composition classes. You know what I mean? Like, she is
right.
Hardcore science classes. There's no way she can work full-time and still do well in those classes.
No.
Not her specifically. I can't imagine many people who could. I'm sure there's someone, but not many. Not all at once anyways. You know what I mean? So she's like, no, I need a part-time work. And Charles says, finish book 3 of the Midlife Magic Cocktail Club, Vintage Spirits. Are you reading that one, Zafo? It's called the Midlife Magic Cocktail Club. That sounds right up your alley right there. Psychic on the Rocks is the name of this particular one. And Livia says, I'll put a pic of the waffle pillow in the Discords. Oh, it's so freaking cute. I'm like, I want to make it. Christina says, I have to decide what I am reading today. Finished my book series last night. Oh, you finished it, Christina. Nicely done. Loved it so much. Charles is reading it too. I love that. I love that. My husband is so excited that I'm about to start Dungeon Crawler Call. So he was like, I want to talk about, I can't. He knows how much I hate spoilers. Jen already spoiled something for me yesterday, but I'll tell it about you. I'll tell it to you after, so I don't spoil it for anyone else who hasn't read it yet. And yeah. So why don't we go ahead and start this first sprint? We're about halfway done. Sorry about the tech difficulties, but we persevered and we are back. Are you ready, Alicia? I am going to eat breakfast and then watch the news and my check the email, the first sprint. What are you doing, Alicia?
Yes. I'm going to eat my breakfast and hand Hulu's ass to them again. Or at least try to make them walk the plank.
How many asses do they have? Yeah.
I mean, whoever's in their corporate office. If I have to, I will call. We'll get this straightened out one way or the other.
And that says I'm
Friday,
reading.
Man. Don't mess
That's right. It's Friday. You're like Friday, and I'm not joking around. And that says I'm reading a spooky short story collection, All Hallows Eve, but also updating my NetGalley reviews. I love it. It is way too hot to read anything about All Hallows Eve, though. I will say that. And Christina says, good morning, Zafo. Good morning. He says, good morning back. All right. Here we go. First sprint. I'll see y'all in 30. And there was our first sprint. How did everyone do? I finished my breakfast. Zepho and I figured out what was wrong. It was the switch down here. There's a switch down there that was broken. We lost power yesterday, like off and on. Like we weren't even home when it happened. We just know because, the computers were off and the oven wasn't working. So we think the power going off and on broke the switch. So, well, turned it off and didn't turn it back on. So that was the problem. It wasn't YouTube. I didn't think so this time. How'd you do, Alicia?
I ate breakfast and I talked to the people at Hulu, Disney Plus. They're all integrated now, so I don't know who the hell I was talking to.
Yep.
Apparently what they have done, and no one said anything, because I was looking through my email to see if there was like some sort of, hey, we're going to be doing this type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what they have done is apparently my annual Disney Plus subscription was what the amount was for the credit that I had to make it Hulu cheaper, because we had to have subscription to each apparently when bundling.
Mm-hmm.
But now they have fully integrated everything. So even though I have Hulu plus Live TV, but it also bundles in Disney Plus and ESPN, they took that split. She kept calling it a split payment. They basically erased the need for that. So, and when I added in the $2 and $33 difference in taxes and the $18.99 together, that was my $21.32. So now everything is fully integrated. I now only have to make one payment. And I don't have to save up for the yearly like Disney Plus annual subscription renewal.
Mm-hmm.
So that is no longer a thing. It's all going to be within that 106.62. And apparently they did give me a prorated refund back at the end of July that I did not know about. So I got $153.07 back.
Nice.
So I was just like, I'm sorry. When was anybody going to tell me? Because I don't like surprises like this. So that has been dealt with. And so now it's actually a little bit cheaper because we still have Netflix. And so now the 106.62 covers the live TV, the Hulu, and the Disney Plus, the ESPN that we don't watch. Alan was also talking about maybe trying to see if we could change that ESPN to like HBO Max, because there's different bundles.
Companies.
That's what I was wondering too, but so I'm just gonna leave it as is for now.
Right now we get HBO Max for free because of we have AT&T with our phone and our internet.
Verizon has that thing too, where they're like, you can, because you have a Verizon account, you can have something for free for like a year or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm not trying to swap to do that. No, we just don't mess with it if it's not broken. So, yep. But now that has been done. Everything is truly integrated, bundled. I don't have to worry about saving up for the Disney Plus annual renewal thing. It's all within.
That makes so much more sense. Like I was saying, I was like, we have one thing and it's all of it. So I was so confused. So there you go.
That's what I was. That's what they kept telling me. They're like, you have to have. And I was like, but if you're bundling it and you're merging it together, like, why do I still have to have? But now.
Yep.
But now they have fully integrated things. So now it's all one. And I'm like, well, thank God for that. Because now I could put that, whatever the money was I was saving towards the Disney Plus thing, I can put it somewhere else. Like, Christmas or crafting, journaling.
Nice.
So now I can pay my bills.
That's right. You're like, now I can breathe again.
Now I don't have to sit there and figure out how to put this money aside for next year. I can say, okay, it's done. Let me put it somewhere else.
Let's see. Annette said it's an arc. That was the All Hallows Eve short story. that she has. And it's an arc that comes out September 8th. So getting to it before release. I love it. Yeah, I want to get Stitch done before release on September 8th.
Stitch?
Yeah, it's a quilting book. It's about a gay man who basically gets adopted by a grandma quilting group.
Oh.
And they are in competition with this other quilting group. And so it's like this, like, you know, cozy competition quilting thing. And the guy, I saw an interview with the author, whose name I'm gonna forget right now. I saw an interview with him. Oh wait, I can find it on my phone easier. Assuming I can find my phone. The McCann, Eli McCann. Never mind, I just remembered his name. There was an interview with him I just saw randomly on like Instagram or something, where he said his grandma is in this like very competitive quilting group. And when he was going through some kind of time in his life, he and he's a gay man, right? And he's with his partner. And so his grandma, they adopted him into the quilting group, right? And then he's like, you would not believe the like drama that goes on in between quilting groups and for conventions and stuff like that. So he was inspired by that to write this book. And I was like, I want it. And I found the arc and I was like, thank you. So I'm looking forward to reading it. So it's queer and cozy and it just looks good.
Nice.
Let's see. Cherie says, I know, but the office has lunched on Fridays, so I can get lunch, take home extra for dinner. When is it? There you go. That makes sense. So you're not actually going to the office to work. You're actually going to the office to get lunch. I get that. That I can support. My son is so spoiled. His work buys lunch every day.
What?
It's one of those things a smaller business can do. You know, so because they have smaller staff and it's just one of the benefits you get by working for them, they buy lunch every day.
And if they have leftovers, I mean, you don't have to cook dinner.
Yeah. So
or you just eat enough, or just bring your own container, just take it home. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. And Lauren says Alicia looks stressed out on the phone. Yeah, she was. But look, she feels much better now.
I don't like calling people to begin with. So the fact that I now have to call people to say, why are you taking more of my money?
And it turns out they were taking less. So, you know, take it.
Yep. The fact that they gave me back money and then said, this is all built in, then I don't have to worry about it.
Let's see. Jean says, hey, Kelly and Alicia, going to try to finish the Ministry of Witches at 87%. Excellent. And good morning to you, Jean.
Hello.
And Allie says, hello, Jean. And Courtney says, okay, I'm working later, so off to bed. Thanks for company. Got some bills paid and book reviews done. Excellent, Courtney. Nicely done. Sleep well. I hope work tonight is boring. Sorry, anyone who works in the medical field, I always hope their work is boring. Because that means everyone's doing fine.
Yep.
Swank says night to Courtney and Ola Jean. Chris says, I got my video filmed. Yes. Good job. Brent says, made it to 87%. Ashley says, I answered some messages, started the dishwasher, started laundry, airing out the house. Oh, I love it. Nicely done. We're still too hot to open these windows yet, so we got a few months before we can open them. Swank says, Kelly, your words and your mouth don't match. I'm sorry. There might be some lag going on.
I think it's okay now.
Okay. Because it's working on, it looks fine on OBS, but.
Oh.
I'll
watch.
Where am I? Kelly, your word. And Allie says, I got to page 70 in Admiral Hornblower of the West Indies. It's really good. It's just the chapters that I thought was just one long book. It's actually super long chapters. Oh. Huh. That's too long. I can't handle long chapters, man. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Allie said, heads up, Kelly. Okay, for what?
Heads up?
I don't know. Livy says, 45% through Under the Spell by Bridget Essex. And Livy says, hi, Jean. Annette says, I still need to read Stitched too. Ooh. I'm going to start it after I finish. I'm reading the chemistry test right now on ebook. So my next ebook will be Stitched. And Jean says, I really enjoyed Stitch by Eli McCann. We can chat after you read it. Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Maybe she was saying heads up because of the long chapters if you read that book.
Oh, maybe. I was part of Crochet Guild. It was Drama Central. I love that. So funny. Even when I was in Girl Scouts, we weren't Drama Central because we had stuff to do. But I know a lot of women had that reputation for a reason, right? Which I guess is why I stay around things that don't have all the drama. I can't handle it, man.
Nope.
Cora, get. Life's too short. I cannot handle the drama. Go. Ashley says, yay. I made my mom call this morning to cancel my renter's insurance because we're switching providers. It's a millennial thing for sure. Yeah, no, I get that. But that's one more step. I mean, we're still paying our daughter's insurance, and we have our daughter and son's phone bill on ours because it's cheaper to have the family, but they are paying for them. So their money, they get deposited right into our account. They are paying for their own phones. So one step at a time. And my son does pay for his own insurance now. He bought his own truck. So one step at a time. Jean says, I don't think I am generally a person who likes cozy. I really need to be in the mood for cozy. Yeah, I do too. But usually, even if I'm not in the mood for it, it wins me over. That's what I'm having with Under the Whispering Door. I'm listening to an audio. At the beginning, I was like, I'm not in the mood for this nonsense. But as it kept going, I was like, oh. So it grows on me. Let's see. And Annette says, got 2 reviews done that sprint, one more that I get to read. Ooh, I love the way you do that, Annette. It's like, this is it. I got to get this done. Then I can do this. Jean says, your lips and voice match for me. Yeah, I think it might have been a moment where they just weren't lining up. That happens sometimes. Sometimes when I'm recording, it doesn't match up. And I'm like, are you serious? And Jean says, cozy and long chapters are a recipe for disaster for me. Yeah, for sure. No, it's a lot harder. But that's TJ Klune, isn't it? Christina says, we have to get started on the house again before Charles leaves. His and my shifts are messing with my plans. Oh, I'm sorry. His mind shifts are messing with my plans. I'm sorry. Get to it, Christina. You can do it. You can do it. Allie says, the first chapter is 75 pages. I will finally finish chapter 1 next sprint.
Oh, my goodness.
No, it's a problem with reading older books, right? Christina, I'm pretty sure it's an older book, right? And Christina says, morning, Jean. And Jean says, like, no one wanted to a president of the guild. Oh, no one wanted to be the president of the guild. Everyone's like, I don't want to be in charge of this nonsense. Now that we did have trouble with the Girl Scouts. Ashley says, yeah, we all pay, but it's cheaper to be on a consolidated plan for everything. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Jean says, I find a cozy for me needs to be audiobook, not eyeball. Yeah, I think that's probably why I'm liking Under the Whispering Door. But I read Spell Shop with my eyeballs, and it was cute. But I like jam and stuff. So, but with a cozy, I have to like the main character. Right? For a fantasy, I don't necessarily have to like them as long as the plot is plotting, right? For a thriller, I don't need to as long as I'm like, ooh, what's happening, right? But with a cozy, if I don't like the main character, so that's a personal thing, right? If I don't like him, forget it, I'm out. Because it doesn't offer anything else. That's all it has. Christine says the series I just finished is cozy, but it was all midlife issues, and MCs are Gen Xers. Nice. And so the quotes and music brought me back, right? There's a nostalgia element to that kind of thing too, for sure. And Annette says, I've been pinballing between horror and cozy this week. I mean, I would call that balance.
There you go.
I would call that balance. And Allie says, it is a classic. I thought so. Yeah. So they had very different rules back then. Christina says, I really like Ministry of Witches, but I did have the audio. Nice. And Ashley says, I love cozy, but I have to be in the right mood. Yeah. And Therese says, shh, Kelly, don't tell the others I'm just going in for the food. I will send an email or two. Look, I'm totally working.
Listen, I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing. So in my mind, you're good.
I love it. And Cherie made it to 24% in Cat and Mouse. I love it. All right. Let us hit our second sprint. And I will finish up my email, and then I will start to do the copy edit.
Hold on.
Oh, hold on. You ready?
No. My brain is saying, hold on. because I'm looking for something. We're fine. We're going to sprint.
We're good. We're good. All right. I'll see you on 30. All right. My email is done and I've opened the document. And while I was checking my email, I had a video up and it kind of reminded me and has answered all of my questions on why I can't seem to finish this book. And it's ridiculous because I know this about myself, but I guess I had to have someone sit down and say it for me to go, oh, yeah, I remember now. Because it said the title of the video is It's Time to Actually Finish Your Book 5 Tips for Hitting the End When You're an ADHD author. And now I'm only diagnosed with ADHD, but the thing that she's talking about is the things I've talked about here before are things like, the same process doesn't work for me every time. And whatever I'm working for, it only works for so long, and then I have to switch it to something else. I know y'all have heard me say that about myself. I know this about myself.
Yes.
And yet I still try to sit here every single morning to write my book, and I'm not doing anything. I'm like, I'm a moron. Why am I doing this? So I don't mean I'm not doing morning time pirates anymore. Please, this is now a thing. But I can, when I'm done with this, I can put on my shoes and leave the house and go write for a little while. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Until this works again. So I can go do the first, what do I have? 5 books published, right? Not written.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've got more than that written, but I have 5 published. Not a one of them did I write in the same way, in the same spot, with the same process.
Right.
And I'm like, so I know this about myself, and yet I still feel like I'm failing because I'm not just pushing through. But pushing through does not work for me. So I guess I needed someone to remind me.
Maybe that's my problem.
Right? I think I finally have the first time. I mean, at first I couldn't even write unless I was out in a cafe or something, so I was able to write at home, but I'm not going to be like so many of those writers that could just sit down and write. I'm not that writer.
Right.
So, and I know that about myself, but I was just denying it. So I think it's time for me to, like, I'm not going to start till after Dragon Con, but when I get back from Dragon Con, I'm going to start mixing up my schedule again, like I always have.
Right.
I'm like, I'm a moron. I have a new laptop now so I could do that. And then I still haven't done it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That
so how
sense.
Did your sprint go? Did you have any mind altering revelations?
I paid bills.
So no. Okay.
I did not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that I don't have to deal with bills until the first paycheck of next month. But that's one less thing off my brain.
And there's other things I can make myself do because deadlines work, right? So like for your bills, I can make myself do that too because I don't have a choice. I got to pay this bill or they're going to cut my power. You know what I mean? Like that kind of, that works. Exactly. But I don't have that kind of thing for the writing. Nope.
I did also check on the poll for our next book. We have a 2, 3, 4. So Red Winter still has 4 votes.
Oh.
And then subsequently it's 3 and 2. So 9 votes, but we have 5 days left. So
poor Swank, you might want to recruit people to come vote or we're going to be doing Red Winter. I mean, again, Alicia and I want to read all of them, so it's fine. But I know Swank was like, come on, man. Recruit more people.
Yep. So I'll probably have to put in the link. So if anybody hasn't voted, you can go vote unless you know where to go. So we have 5 days to finish voting. The more votes we get, the more we see where it goes. Because it's technically, in 5 days, right now it's anybody's game.
That's true. There's a lot of time left.
Yep.
And let's face it, the OGs have already voted. So we need everyone else. Did you put the link in the thing? You should put the link to join the Discord too, just in case. Just in case anyone on here is like, "Ooh, I want to vote," and they're not in the Discord yet.
Yep.
Let's see, where were we here? We were at... No, I read that. I wish I could bookmark it like you do in Restream and stuff. There probably is a way to do it on OBS, and I haven't learned anything on OBS lately.
For what?
So I can mark where the thing is. Because when I scroll up or down, it goes too fast one way or another. So I'm always like, wait, where was I? I was at Cherie. There you go. There you go. And Jean says she just repeats she has imposter syndrome. Who does? Who does, Jean? It's got to be in the book that they're reading, right? And Cherie laughs.
Maybe.
And Vanessa's here. Why, hello, Vanessa. Good morning to you. Morning, Pirates. Arg. And Allie says, morning, Vanessa. Vanessa says, morning, Allie. Get back up there. And, well, another 80-plus-year-old died. Condolences to the people of Norway. I wonder if he's getting paranoid and scared, because now it just seems like the universe is writing a really long build-up to the climax of the story. I'm sure he's not. He thinks he's invulnerable. And quite frankly, his life has shown him that he is. The evidence of his life has proven that belief correct. So...
What are we talking about now?
Another 80-year-old died, so she's hoping that will, like, you know, another orange person is going to happen. But it's I'm sorry, there's no way he's even thinking about it.
No, he thinks he's untouchable at this point.
Yeah, and like I said, the evidence of his life proves him right. He is untouchable. Like nothing. It just
his mommy must have not told him no enough.
No, but it's not just that. The world doesn't tell him no.
This is true.
The world doesn't tell him no. So no, it's not
I'm
just
telling
mommy.
him no. No, can't do it. Make him walk the plank.
He'd fall off before he got to the end. Allie
Probably.
says, I got to page 81 in Admiral Hornblower of the West Indies. Did you finish chapter 1 yet?
Right?
I think she said there was 70 pages, so I think she did. Olivia says, ciao to Vanessa. Zwank says, ciao, Vanessa. Chris says, I am now on page 175 of 197 of the Canyon Cathedral. I should finish in the last bit. For sure. For sure. You're going to have to pick up another book, too. And Olivia says, I got to 55% in my book. And Christina says, hi, Vanessa. Zwank says, Mama, are you doing Discord sprints today? And Vanessa says, buongiorno. No, I lied. Bon pomeriggio, Livia. And Vanessa sends hearts. And Mama, morning, Christina. Ren says, made it to 46%. Nicely done. Christina says, started my silent sprints and now working on catching up on meditations. Well, there's your answer, Swank. Christina says, yep, Swank, I am. And Vanessa says, I should go vote. Yes, go vote. And Alicia, there's the link to a Discord. So if anyone is not a member, please come join. And then you get to vote on what our book after Dungeon Crawler Carl will be for the 100 Pages Book Club.
Ooh, we have 10 votes now.
Oh.
Red Winter is still in the lead.
I mean, I really want to read that one. I've heard nothing but amazing things. I had a friend who had an early copy. She works at an indie bookstore. Mm-hmm. And the first thing she did when she finished it, she texted me. She goes, you have to read this book. And that was like 6 months ago. You know what I mean? So like, I have to read this book.
You're like, we need to get a move on.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I voted for Middle Game because I really want to read Middle Game, but I want to read all of them. So it doesn't matter. I win no matter what. Right, Alicia? We win no matter what.
This is true. It's one less book on my TBR.
Hey, if nothing else, you have reliably read the 100 Pages Book Club book every month.
I have.
And Vanessa says, Zwank, what are you wanting the read to be? Zwank wants the second one, the Fellowship one.
Fellowship of Bakers and Magic.
Yep, that's the one she was dying for. She's going, come on. And Annette says, all reviews now fully up to date. Nicely done, Annette. Now you can read. And Allie says, I did finish chapter 1 finally. I love that.
Yay.
Jean says, I loved Carney's comment that the orange signs his agreements in pencil. Yeah, I don't.
So he can erase it later.
Yeah.
He's a very wishy-washy, narcissistic man.
That's because he's a chicken shit.
Yeah.
Lauren says, Alicia, I accepted your invite, which is dumb since everything just washes off of him. What is he afraid of?
He needs to stop spray tanning.
No, what he's just just somebody tells him something, so he goes out and does that, and then someone tells him something else, then he goes out and does that, and then someone tells him something, and then he goes out and does that. That's actually all it is.
Yep.
That person who just said I'm the greatest person ever also said this, so I'm going to say this because obviously I am the greatest person ever. So this other thing must be true too. Lauren says, Alicia, I accepted your invite. Excellent. Now go vote. And Livia says, I voted for Red Winter. Swank says, Vanessa the second one. Oh, no, sorry, I read that. Jean says, finish The Ark of the House of Boleyn by Tracy Borman, a fictionalization of Anne's life and beheading. Nice. I like Philippa Gregory is my favorite like Tudor author. And I actually found like the first 5 books. Let me see. This one, it's in a time order, not in publication order. So I read 3 of her books, but they weren't in order because they were like in order of release. And now I found an order on Goodreads because you can, Goodreads is pretty comprehensive when it comes to order of books. And so it had one that was order of the Tudor time period. And so even it's a series, but not really, right? Because all of these books are individual and they were put out whenever it was she was studying whatever she liked, right? And so I want to read them in time order because I think that'll really like put it in my head better. So I'm very, very interested in that. So I found 5 of them. I have them. I haven't started the series yet though. But she's the one I read the other Boleyn girl. That's hers. The one that the movie is based on.
Ah, gotcha.
Swank says, Jean, that book sounds good. Poor Anne. Yeah. Yeah, that whole family kind of got screwed. Vanessa says, I'll vote for that one. Swank looks cute, right? It is the shortest too, just so you'll know if you're looking for something shorter. Jean says, Lake Ontario's name is older than the United States. Yeah, I was talking to Kevin as I was watching the news with that. I was like, I don't think the next president, whoever the heck the next president is going to be able to get anything done. Because the only thing, I'm going to say because let's face it, only thing he's going to be able to do is undo so much nonsense.
Right?
That was done during this presidency. I don't see how he could possibly do anything else. So,
and that seems to be the way of the last couple. Like since Obama, everyone's been trying to undo what the previous one did. Because I know Trump was trying to undo Biden or Obama stuff, and then Biden was trying to undo Donald Trump stuff, and now Trump's trying to undo Biden.
Yeah, but it's not like a since Obama, even though that's true. It's just a Trump.
I know.
Thing. It's a Trump thing. So
he has to put, as Alan's been saying, he has to put his thumbprint on everything.
It's like worse, his name. It's like my daughter when she was 3, and she learned how to spell her name. She wrote it on everything. Everything. Yeah. Walls, pillows, furnitures. She was 3. Donald Trump is still 3. It's like he's walking around with that crayon just writing his name on everything.
Oh my God. And then he throws a temper tantrum why can't I have it?
No. Well, if you don't put my name on that, I'm burning it down. I'm like, you're 3. You're 3, dude.
Why? Why?
Seriously, everything. She wrote it everywhere. And Lauren says, Christina, how do I find your sprint in Discord? Yeah, Christina, feel free to put up the Discord link. It's on, I think she does it in the book coven. The Witches Coven, book coven, whatever it's called. So hopefully when she comes back, ask her again, Lauren, if we're on sprints or something. When she comes back, because she sprint hops, right? Then I think it's that one. What is it called now? Hold on.
Hold please.
The BookTube Coven. That's it.
I don't know. I don't have permission. Otherwise, I'd put the link in.
Yeah, I don't either. So I can't do it. So Christina has to do it. But that's where it is. It's in that Discord. I don't. The sign that's like I love Christina, but I don't go over there because that kind of thing just doesn't work for me. Again, I need to just accept the things that work for me and the things that don't, and just move on with my life.
Same.
I thought I was doing good. I thought I was, and I was like, crap, I'm not. Look at that. I am with some things, but it's just not all of them.
We have to make sure that we're very attuned to what we need.
Yeah.
Because I have the same problem.
Mm-hmm. And Vanessa says, Gene, it's older than Ontario, Canada. He is so dumb. Ontario is named after the lake, not vice versa. So dumb. Plus, how are elementary school kids going to memorize the lakes anymore? You can't spell homes. Come on now. This is not okay.
Right?
And Allie says, I know it seemed ridiculous to me. It's like, come on, Trump, get it together. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't call it Lake Trump. But at this point,
Don't give too many ideas.
I think at this point he feels America is his. So it's like putting his name on things.
I hate to tell him, but no.
Yeah, well, prove him wrong. Christina says, Lauren, I will post the link when I post all the links right after they go to Third Sprint. There you go. And Lauren says, I'm still trying to figure out Discord. I have it and I have everyone added, but I'm still trying to get used to it and where to go. Me too, Lauren. It took me like a year and a half to get comfortable with Discord.
Yes.
So don't feel bad.
Same.
Yeah, it's a new tech, a new way of doing things. It takes a bit. No worries. Allie says, Trump has just done a bunch of garbage. It's ridiculous. It's not do as you please, Trump. There's laws for a reason, even though you want to do whatever you want. Yeah, well, he is, and he's getting away with it. Yeah, that's what Vanessa. Hey, it's not even a word. I hate this timeline. Yeah. Yeah. Same.
Yep.
Same. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Jean says, please vote in the next election for the sake of the world. I have voted in all of them since Bush's second term. Yeah, I wish I'd voted earlier, but I didn't. You know, I was young and stupid. But I took my kids to vote right away. So they got to vote right away.
That's what my parents did.
Yep.
As soon as I was able to register to vote, they were like, do this.
Yep.
You're going to thank me later.
And I drove them the first 2 times they voted. First once for my daughter, first 2 times for my son. I'm like, let's go. And we're voting in the midterm elections this year because it's extremely important. We want as many Democrat votes. I don't know if the Democrats are going to win in Texas because I don't think they are, but I still want it to be as close as freaking possible. So we, myself and my friends and family, we are all going out to vote.
Yep.
There you go, Annette. You can spell shame. Oh, I love you. That's it. Shame. And shame totally fits because that's what I feel. Because notice I just said that I'm watching this video. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I need to leave the house to write. And the also recently, as I'm learning more about American history and all of these things that I'm doing, I'm also realizing, have we always been the bad guys? Like, I feel like we're the bad guys now, no doubt. And I'm like, have we always been? So I'm doing the history looking at that. It's a very weird place to be mentally, at least for me, to be raised in the way that America is the hero, to realizing, holy shit, we're the bad guys. It actually gave me some really cool ideas for some stories, by the way. Really cool ideas for some stories. And that's not just a Trump thing, by the way. Like I said, I'm studying history. Trump has just made it much more obvious. He's taken the veneer right off. He's just stripped it right off.
Ripping the Band-Aids off.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. And Christina says silent sprints are not for everyone. Exactly. Just like buddies are, Buddy is not everything. Like the 30 minutes isn't for everyone. An hour and a half isn't for everyone, right? It's just, you've just got to figure out what is for you. And Christina says, but sometimes I do have ambiance and sometimes I am in the other room where you can use your mics, but I need more focus, at least until we get the house done. I can understand that. Vanessa says to Annette, well, that tracks. Yes, it does. And Vanessa says, you should always vote in midterms. I know. That's arguably more important than voting in nationals, honestly. My problem always was, but I don't know these people. But now I don't care anymore. Now I really am solid in a party where I wasn't before. Jean says, I'm happy to do to this drama government a major thing with Elon was canceled. And Vanessa says, I think imperialists have always been the bad guys. Yeah. I'm just coming.
This
but that's
the beginning of Star Wars.
That's not us. What are you talking about? Yeah. Yeah. So.
This is the beginning of Star Wars.
Vanessa says, and yes, Kelly, I've been going through that same eye-opening, and it's awful, but definitely needful if we're going to stop being the bad guys. Exactly. If we're going to do better with our kids and better with our grandkids and better with the communication we're doing, we have to know. Christina says, I do usually have my camera on too, so you can see my crafty projects. I love that. And Lauren says, I love everything Sprint, so I'll take any Sprint. And Vanessa says, yes, Canada canceled Starlink. That's a win. Oh, fuck Yeah. Come on, Canada. You're the heroes right now.
What is Starlink?
It's Elon's internet system that has the satellites. So basically, it's like a satellite phone, but it's for the internet, so you can get it anywhere in the world.
Interesting.
But he's basically blanketed the whole planet. I don't know if it's done or not. Blanketed the whole planet with his satellites. It's a disaster. It's a mess. Plus, he doesn't need all this power.
I was gonna say probably something that's unnecessary.
No, it's very necessary, but I don't think it's something that a single person should control, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Right?
Oh, so he's trying to do the whole thing. It's
he
not
already
like
has it.
it's...
No, he already has.
Oh,
Yeah, he already has.
this is the problem with... They always try to take... I must be in power. No.
Yep. All right. Well, just for the record, Gene, we're trying, okay? We're trying, as in we are, the ones in this chat.
Yes.
It's ridiculous what small percentage of the country is just actually doing all this damage. Ashley said half these kids can't even read, which is terrifying. They have zero reading comprehension skills. Vanessa says, I know, Gene, I'm so sorry. And Lauren says, if I'm sprinting, it means I'm on the couch with my blanket in a cozy place doing my favorite thing, which is reading books. So I'm happy with any sprints. Oh, I love that, Lauren. All right, let's do this last sprint so I can get some actual editing done and enough self-realization. Okay. All right, here we go. there was our last sprint. Look at us, rockin' Friday. I think we know which book series we're going to do, which indie book series we're going to do next for Shore Leave Book Club. How'd you do, Alicia?
I finished budgeting. I checked on Isis because she's outside, and I wrote my to-do list.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, my to-do list has been a mess because I am not getting things done as quickly as I would like. It's Dragon Con next week, right? It's a big trip. It costs a lot of money. We got a lot of, it's just a lot. It's a lot. I'm really looking forward to it though. Like Zafo, he promised he like wouldn't work as much this time, and yet he's working Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm like, honey, that's the whole con. Another reason why I don't want to do Dragon Con anymore. If you're just going to work the whole con, why are we spending all of this money for you to work? So
True.
He loves it, but I'm like, that's great, but we're spending a whole lot of money for you to work. So I'm like, I'm doing con the way I want to do it. I'm going through the schedule. I'm deciding what I want to do, and I'm just going to go do it. So when you get off, you can text me, and I can tell you where I am.
There you go.
That's what I'm doing. So I don't have family I need to babysit this year. I will see Mom and Vicky, but I don't have any extended family. The kids aren't coming, nothing. So I'm doing what I want. So
there you go.
And I stopped applying as an attending professional years ago. Because it was just so weird that I got invited twice when I was a brand new writer with like one book out, and then not invited, accepted, right? And then after that, when I then was running a publishing company and that had more authors and had like, I was more in the business and more qualified to be on panels, and then was not accepted. And that was 2 years in a row. And then I was like, never, I'm going to just, obviously y'all don't want me. So I just stopped applying. And, but as I talked to Zafo, if we could afford it, right? If it wasn't so expensive, or if we had lots of money, we would do Dragon Con every year.
Right.
I want to see more of the world, gosh doggone it. So this is my last Dragon Con for the foreseeable future. Probably not forever, but the foreseeable future. So I'm going to enjoy it. All right. Let's see how chat did. It was before the link drop. So let me scroll up. I think we're at Cherie. Thanks for the sprints. Made it 60% and heading into the office. Excellent. Enjoy lunch. And Ashley says, same, Lauren. And that was about, sitting on the couch enjoying a book for sprints. Lauren says, does anybody else feel guilty when they sit down to read a book and their husband or spouse is home and you feel bad you're not spending time with them? I always ask my husband, is it okay that I read?
No.
I mean, you say that, but you spend time with your husband because you do feel guilty. So nice try. I do feel guilty.
No, I say that because I can read during the day and then spend time with him at nighttime. You see what I'm saying? So,
but you can't read during the day. You have a job during the day. You're running errands. You're running the household. You're taking care of the kids. You do have a job.
But the errands aren't every day. Like, I'm not going anywhere today. So when we're done here, I can just read. And then when it's time to pick up the kids, yes, I go pick up the kids.
So you don't have any other cleaning to do or maintenance to do or things to plan for the kids or any of that stuff. And you only have till 2.
Not today.
I'm sorry. Free
I
time is
caught
later.
up on the dishes. So
yeah, no. So I was like, no, I mean, I work during the day and then the evening is my free time too. So do I feel guilty every day or, like every time? No, but I have to make time for him also. Right. So what Zafo and I do is we set specific days that these are the days that we are hanging out and the other days I am reading. Right. So that's how I balance it. But yeah, I think what's the point of having a spouse if you're not going to spend any time with them? That doesn't make any sense.
And then you also have to factor in, what if he's on a business trip?
Well, yeah, that's different. Then you do get to read in the evening. And then no guilt whatsoever. But yeah, so that's the whole, right? Like, though we haven't spent time we did yesterday. We went out and had wings and stuff. So he ran errands with me as in I had to drop things off. And then we, went and had wings because we were supposed to have a meeting with Wings Over Houston air show people at the brewery, right? I was going to take the dog, but the person he was going to meet canceled it. So I'm like, well, we were going to spend time together anyways. Let's just go out. So we did. But yeah, so we make sure. So it's usually 2 days a week that we hang out at least. Lauren says, I always feel bad, but sometimes I'm so into my book and he says he doesn't care. He just puts on a baseball game or something, but I do feel bad. Anybody else that way sometimes? Yeah, I'm that way sometimes for sure. But how we fix it is we just balance it. Mm-hmm. And Christina says there's Alicia's Sunday sprints, and she put the Monday morning time pirates on there. And Lauren says he doesn't even care because we've been together forever. Yeah, us too, right? We're almost at 30 years. And we do our own things, and then we do things together. But sometimes I feel guilty. I don't feel guilty if that's what you're doing. You do your own things, and you still do things together. I don't know why you'd feel guilty about that. Jean says, I am still amazed presidents and leaders are allowed to make personal financial gains while in office. Yeah, well, I mean, they weren't supposed to, Jean. It's just this one.
They're not supposed to.
Yeah. Vanessa says that's actually one of the really bad aspects of monogamy. The idea that all time not reserved for work, other obligations is by default the partner's time. Yeah, I agree. It should not be all. 100% agree. But it has to be some. And Christina says Donna is sprinting. And then it says, nope, Lauren, no guilt here. But it helps that he's a sports fan and a gamer and I'm not. So we're often in the same room doing different things. And I think that's important too, right? Mm-hmm. Like we are together. So it's just he's doing that thing and I'm doing this thing, right? Vanessa says that's actually incredibly unhealthy, but we're taught that it's the right way to relationship from the time we're small, especially women. Yeah, no, the guilt thing though is I feel guilty about everything. So that's just me. And I'm not even Catholic or Jewish. So I don't know what it is. It's just something about my personality. I always feel guilty like I'm not doing enough. Always.
We have a tie.
Oh, we have a tie?
Red Winter and a Fellowship of Bakers and Magic both have 5 votes.
I love how we always have 2 books that are so close, like every time. We'll have to do another round where it's all the second ones again, you know?
Right. Well, make sure you're getting your votes in because it's now tied.
Close. So close. Someone gets to be the deciding factor. Again, we have 5 days left. So.
Yep.
And Christine says, Kat is also sprinting. And Allie says, it really depends on the person. My boyfriend doesn't care. He's like, you do you. Don't change for me. Please take care of yourself. Oh, I love that. Lauren says, I never feel guilty about anything else. Working overtime, going to the gym, going out with friends. It's just when I'm home and I know he's on the couch also and I'm reading a book. I don't know. That seems to me like you just feel guilty about reading a book. Don't feel guilty about that. And if he's fine, there's nothing to feel guilty about. Sometimes Safo feels neglected. So I'm like, all right, well. And Lauren says, maybe it's an amazing thing, but we're very independent and do things separately too. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. Vanessa says, Jean, they're not supposed to make money off being in office, but the other branches of the government have to be willing to hold them accountable. Exactly. Yep. And right now, that's not happening. Christina says, I am doing silent sprints, but there is a chat box. Nice. Ali says, because I'm usually in everyone else before me, and then I have nothing left for me. Yeah, no, I get that. That's a very mom thing, Ali. You don't have kids yet. My gosh. Or if you're ever. By the way, that wasn't a you must have kids comment. I'm not one of those you must have kids people. Christina says, here's the link to the main Discord, just in case the other one does not work right. Thank you, Christina. And for more sprinty fun, you can always check out the BookTube Bibble. And remember to do all the important things. And Vanessa says, one of the best things about my 50s is that I'm unwilling to sacrifice myself for others' wants. Obviously, I still help people I love, but I'm no longer willing to crush my own needs in the process. Yeah, I've balanced that better too, Vanessa. It helps that both kids are not out of the house too. Heck, we parked the car in the middle of the driveway and then took a picture and sent it to the house. The driveway is ours. Because we only have one car, because we only need one car. You know what I mean? We both work from home, so it's just not necessary. So one car.
Yep.
So yeah, that was funny. And Christina says, amen, Vanessa. And Vanessa says, yep. And Lauren says, I love that. I'm starting to get to that point where I'd rather put myself first. Obviously, don't neglect my husband, but I definitely put myself first. I'm 44, so I'm still learning. Yeah. I agree, Vanessa. After 50, I was kind of like I said with Dragon Con. At Dragon Con, I would always make sure he got lunch. I would bring him lunch. I would do all that. And I was like, It's like, no, you didn't even have to volunteer. You chose to do this. This is what you wanted to do. So I'm doing my con. And the thing is, he's fine. He's like, yeah, I get it. Go do your con. I'm like, good, because I'm gonna. And like I said, and a lot of times that is what it is, right? It's ourselves being guilty more than the husband demanding it, right? It's something eternal or internal. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely there. And Heather says, hello, popping in for a few. Welcome, Heather. So good to see you. We just finished our last sprint. And Vanessa says, Lauren, just wait till you get to that point. It's going to be so liberating. Also, you're going to be annoyed a lot more as you realize how much you've been carrying your entire life. Well, I haven't quite put it down yet. Maybe when the kids are more stable, I can put it down. It's just not on my brain 24 hours anymore. Well, anyways. Let's see. Wow, that scrolled a lot. Vanessa says, hey, Heather. And Allie says, hey, Heather. Lauren says, yeah, I truly have been putting my small businesses on the back burner. I've been doing overtime for the bank more, helping myself to pay them bills. I want to get back on our gym routine and just want to put myself first. I want to put my health first, but this upcoming year is going to be all about me. I'm going to be selfish. Sorry, not sorry. Hey, we all got to do that eventually. Annette says, thanks for the sprints. Absolutely, Annette. Thank you for being here. Have an amazing weekend. Ren says, made it to 73%. Thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. You don't have to study all weekend. I hope you get some time off. And Lauren says, I can't wait, Vanessa. Vanessa says, nothing wrong with being selfish. Put your mask on before you assist others. And Chris says, I finished the Canyon Cathedral and then played around with OBS because now that my camera is here, I would like to use that for sprinting. I much prefer OBS over any other thing, I have to say. And it's free. And it does so many more things than I am using it for. That seems to be a lot of the software I own. Allie says, I got to page 87 in Admiral Hornblower in the West Indies. 5.5 stars currently. Ooh, that's nice. Even with those long chapters, that's impressive. Christina says, hi, Heather. And Vanessa says, Kelly, did you see I changed BS to include your live action bit in the subtitle? No, you told me about it, but I haven't seen it yet. So I will be doing that. I probably actually won't even look at the schedule until Wednesday when we're in the car. So then I will go and then put all the things that I want to do. And Vanessa says, I'm paying bills now. Oh, wee. Alicia's like, I feel your pain. Just did it.
Yes, I just finished with that after making a phone call to Hulu.
And Christina says, self-care is not selfish, Lauren, but I am still learning that too. But remember, you can't take care of others without taking care of you. Lauren says, I know I got the book. Let them. I just need to read it. And I think Allie read that book. And I definitely want to highlight. And I need to read. I think that'll help me a lot too. Libby says, I'm at 63% of Under Her Spell, but I'm now switching to the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. I had so much fun with that book. Zwank says, thanks for sprints. See y'all Monday. Christina says, sorry about having to adult Vanessa. We probably should too, right? Vanessa says, y'all, I've already got 40 grams of protein in for today. Rocking it. Woo, woo. You got this. You got this. Vanessa says, Christina, right? Ugh. And Mai has joined us. Wait, hello, Mai. We have finished our last sprint. We are just saying our goodbyes and our last notes. But welcome in. It's good to see you. Mai says, whoops, didn't mean to be so aggressive. Nah, you just made sure I could hear you. I appreciate that. I am getting old, you know. Christina says, I guess I lucked out. Charles is a reader, right? Zafo's a reader too. But that's not, he does like in the morning and the evening. But we have, and Lauren, this might be a thing for you too. It helps with my guilt is that we have ignore each other dates. So we'll be like, we're getting out of the house. We'll just sit at a bar somewhere, have snacks. And then we both just read. So I'm just sitting there reading. And sometimes instead of reading, he'll be like doing some programming games that he likes, or he'll do button games or that kind of thing. Or he'll just talk to the bartender. And then I'm just there reading. So consider it. You both bring your hobbies. He could bring, if he likes to game, if he has like a little handheld game thing, you can bring that. So he can do that. You can read and you're both out of the house, right? It's really nice. I like it. They're my favorite dates.
Mine doesn't like to read.
Yeah, but he loves to game though. So does he have a handheld game system?
Like the old vintage Game Boy.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. Maybe that's what you need to get him for Christmas. You see, you get him
We do have a Switch. but it's more like family use.
That's for no. He needs a shit. What's the Steam? Steam has one. Steam Deck. I think it's called Steam Deck, and it's a handheld system. And he can all his Steam games. You can do them on that system, so he could take it with him. And so you can go do Ignore It. You get, one of the in-laws, to watch the kids, and you and him just go out and you just go sit at a bar, sit at a restaurant. I don't mean you have to drink the whole time, right? We don't. Well, Zafo does. I don't. And then, but we're still just sitting at the bar and I read and he does his thing. So you could go and Alan could play his game and you could read. And then when food comes, you're talking when you're eating and doing all that kind of stuff. And then we like to share plates so we can taste more things, right? So we'll get smaller plates and share them. And then plus we're getting older. We don't eat as much anymore. And so we do that, we're talking blah, blah, blah. And then we go back to our thing. We're just totally not at house. It's something nice about being out of the dang house, right? You don't have everything you have to do in that house hanging over you. The kids aren't bothering you, right? And you can just go out and hang. It's my favorite. It's my favorite date we go on.
I will have to look into this. What is it? Steam Deck?
Steam Deck. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Maybe someone in the comments can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure if you put that in, you can find it. But yeah, then all the Steam games he plays, he can get them. They're portable. My son bought one for that exact reason.
Ooh, I see it.
Vanessa says, aggressive hellos are always welcome. Exactly. Lauren says, I try to read when he's at work on the weekends, but sometimes I'm so into the book, I always ask if he minds. And I feel bad, but we always do things together. Yeah, I mean, if you do things together outside, there's no reason to feel bad. Christina says, I do feel guilty if I just set reading a book with my eyeballs. I read with my earballs. That way I can be doing other things at the same time. Now that I do not feel guilty about. So
what?
No. If I'm sitting down reading with my eyeballs, I don't have to be active all the time. That I've never felt guilty about. Life's too short. The dishes can wait. Lauren says we go to concerts and food trucks and travel and watch the same TV shows together. So, I mean, we definitely spend time together. It's just sometimes I feel guilty. Yeah, it sounds like yours. It's just like mine where I feel guilty and it's me. It's not him. So that's something you're going to have to decide about. And Christina says, and apparently all of us in Sprints have said you don't need to feel guilty. So if you need an outside voice to tell you, there you go.
You don't need to feel guilty.
Allie says, Allie says, I'm just a people pleaser type of personality. Me too, which is probably why I feel guilty. And I guess that's probably Lauren too. But I that's why I have to keep repeating that. But that's about me, not him. That's about me, not him. So calm down. And Christina says, thanks for hosting today, Kelly. Alicia, have a beautiful day. Absolutely. Thanks for being here. Snuggles for Cora. She's finally laid down. It had to happen eventually. Allie says, we'll probably have kids, just don't want to rush it. Yep, it's all good. Like I said, no pressure.
Take your
Whatever
time.
works for you. Vanessa says, Allie, I think a lot of us were raised that way. I do suggest doing things to start dismantling that part as well as you can. You'll be happier, honestly. Yeah, you're younger than all of us, Allie. Like the ones that are giving this advice here, hear us now. No one told us when we were your age, right?
Listen, I was married for 13 years before I had my kids. It changes the whole dynamic.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not just talking about the kids. I'm talking about the guilt and the people pleasing.
No, that too. Don't do it.
Yeah. And Olivia says, thanks for the sprints. Absolutely. Have a great evening and an amazing weekend. Chris says, I've heard that about OBS, but because there is so much more you can do, I am but overwhelmed. I'm trying to figure out. Yes, do one thing at a time. That's what I do, right? I'm like, I just need to know how to connect this to YouTube. Okay, cool. Now I just need to know how to put an image behind these things. Cool, right? So just like one thing at a time. So it's my recommendation anyways. Corey says, hello, lovely. Sneaking in at the end to hug the like button. Well, thank you so much, Corey. We much appreciate you. Ali says, luckily, my boyfriend is also a reader, so that makes a big difference. Otherwise, it would be a completely different situation. Yeah. Christina says, hi, Corey. Sorry. Hi, Corey. And Ali says, I did read Let Them. It has really helped me. There you go. And Ali says, thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. And Chris has dropped by. Why, hello, Chris. Quick hello to Kelly and Alicia. I am reading a book about the history of Southern folk music from the University of North Carolina Press. Ooh, that sounds fascinating. Lauren says, so I can't wait to read that. Yeah, the Let Them. Heather says, hi and bye, everyone. I'm running sprints elsewhere today. Absolutely, Heather. Have a great time. Good luck with your sprints. And Christina says, I ask him, what do you want to do tonight? He answers, read, please. I love that. I'm like, well, okay, if you say so. See, then you can read with your eyeballs. Done. Heather says, where I'm on admin mod for 2 Facebook groups. Woo! You keep it busy, Heather. I like it. We respect that. We understand that around here. And Christina says hi to Chris. Heather says Stream Deck. It is Stream Deck. Excellent. Cool.
It's expensive.
It is expensive, but I'm telling you, man, it's a way to go. It's a way to hang out without a lot of stress. May says, I have and love my Stream Deck. There you go. Allie says, hi, Chris. Heather says, oh, is there a Stream Deck too?
There's 2 different versions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Stream Deck is the OBS thing. It's the other thing. We're not talking about that. We were talking about a handheld system. So that is the Steam Deck. Yeah. Thank you. I don't even remember now if I said Stream Deck or Steam Deck, and because my mind knew what it was supposed to be, so it didn't allow me to fix anything. Chris says, I know nothing about folk music, so YouTube has been fantastic to have when the author mentions a record artist. Oh, I bet. I like to do that too. I like to look stuff up while I'm reading. Chris says, hello to Allie. Vanessa says, nope. We're talking at the end of the day today. Stream Deck is a thing for programming buttons for streaming. Yes, thank you. Steam Deck is like a Switch, but for Steam. Thank you, Vanessa.
She said, instead of programming, it says brogaming.
I mean, a lot of bros use it, so that totally works. Heather says, gotcha, Vanessa. And Lauren says, I feel you on the paying bills. I got paid today. That means bills need to pay. So funny how money goes in, but it goes out even faster, for sure.
Right?
Heather says, I've been wanting a Steam Deck. Some are pretty small. You mean the Stream Deck? You want a Stream Deck or a Steam Deck? I don't know. Some are pretty small. Okay, you mean Stream Deck. By the way, after turning 50, I stopped being such a people pleaser myself, right? That seems to be the crossover for a bunch of us. I haven't quite killed it yet, but I'm much less than I used to be. Lauren says, you go, girl. I've got a 50 grams of protein in. Let's do this. Oh, that's awesome. Nicely done. And Vanessa says, Heather, I've got the 15 button one. A friend gifted me his old one when he got a bigger one. It's really helpful if you're a regular streamer. Zafo has it, and he never streams anymore. I should probably take his. Then I can put those buttons on for the celebrating stuff. Lauren says, huzzah, go us. And Heather says, yeah, I know. And a fellow editor suggested one to use as an editor. The Stream Deck? Christina says, I know I shouldn't, but I was a single mama for a long time. And even though I am not now and my kids are older, I still feel that mama thing to keep going. We don't get sick days and the whole work ethic thing. Yeah. I had that Puritan thing in me too. And my family was not religious, but I mean, you know, there's a cultural thing. And I had that Puritan, you know, just work all the time part in my brain too. Vanessa says, I didn't have kids specifically because I didn't want my life to change drastically. And I knew it would if I had them. So happily child free. Absolutely. Legit decision, man. I have no issues one way or another. Not that you need my permission, and you know you don't. I just like to make my position clear if you know people are out there. I say make your decisions. It is your life. Heather says, I might ask for the 9 button one for a Christmas present. Too late for a birthday present, probably. Vanessa says, I'm still definitely a mama bear. Ask all my friends. I mama them to death sometimes, for sure. For sure.
Take your damn meds.
That's right. That's right. And Christina says, laughs and says, there is a reason I changed my handle, Vanessa. Vanessa says, Heather, honestly, the small ones are good too, because you can nest things into folders. So you have a bunch of different things nested in each button. And Vanessa says, sheesh, I can't type today. Yeah, you can.
That's me every day.
We're just being quick. It's all good. Heather says, oh, cool. And Chris says, I moved around too much, but a collective hello to everyone. Thank you, Chris. Lauren says, thanks, ladies. I appreciate it. I plan on sprinting tonight. He's going to a baseball game. I was supposed to go with him, but his friend is going instead because I'm sick. So I will be reading tonight. You're like, oh, no, can't go to the baseball game. I would probably fall asleep. I'd have to bring my book to the baseball game. I'd fall asleep. Chris says, I was boiling water, except I forgot to put the water in. It was boiling 10 minutes. I hate cooking. Oh, Chris.
Are you okay?
Obviously. I mean, they're still typing, right? So they're good. Mai says, thank you for the sprints. Absolutely, Mai. We hope to catch you again on another day. Lauren says, me too. I've always been a people pleaser. That's why I really think that reading the book, let them and highlighting and taking notes is going to help me to better myself. Lindsay says, yep, perimenopause made me less patient of other people. Yes. I like let a woman have it at the dog park a few months ago, and I've never done that in my life. So yeah, it's exactly. Perimenopause has been like, you know what? Life's too short. I don't have time for this shit anymore. I've always been the nice person, the in-between, that let's all work it out. Right now I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, wow.
What?
Holly Marie Combs officially confirmed her retirement from acting. For those of you that don't know, Holly Marie Combs was Piper Halliwell in the Charm series.
Oh, nice. I thought she retired a while ago. She always hated it. Like, she has a whole interview about how she just did not want to do this.
Well, I guess she was part of a podcast that was with some of the cast members, like Leo and Chris and somebody else.
Nice. Vanessa says, thanks for sprints, y'all. Have a great weekend. Also, TWT folks have Zoom co-working in an hour. Excellent. Heather said, okay, gotta go. Bye. Bye. And Lauren says, my husband likes to read, but it has to be absolutely silent, no noise around him. So when we go on a cruise, when we get up and go to the pool at like 6 a.m., he can read. But once everyone wakes up, he can't read anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. That's frustrating. I like almost need the noise to read. Noise canceling headphones, Lauren. Oh, look at Vanessa solving problems. Do you see that? Do you see that? And Christina says she was also in Picket Fences, and she was in Grey's Anatomy for an episode. And it says, oh, Piper was my fave character of the OG3. Yeah, me too. Me too. Christina says, for those going through perimenopause, here's a book series for you, Midlife Magic Cocktail Club series by Annabelle Chase. I love that. These authors need to start paying you, Christina. And Christina says, I related so much. I love it. It's fantastic. All right. Thank you, everyone. I am out Monday and Tuesday. Next week will be normal Time Pirates, but Alicia will be taking over Wednesday through Friday. I will have Monday night writing sprints on Monday. And Alicia, you have your sprints on Sunday?
Yes.
And Dungeon Crawler Carl starts 100 Pages Book Club next Wednesday. And finally, tonight, we do have the Shore Leave Book Club. We are starting a new series, and it is Trigon Weather by Paige L. Christie. So it's the Legacies of Arnon. It's a 4-book series, and Lindsay loved it, and she put a nice little review in the Shore Leave Book Club in our Discord. So excellent.
Very good.
That's very good. Vanessa says there's also the Menopausal Superheroes by Samantha Bryant. How fun. Chrissy's like, ooh, we need to check that out.
What an interesting last name. I only say that because that was my maiden name.
Oh, look at that.
I don't know if we're related.
Lauren says, if anyone's trying to get protein in, there is something called Pro Protein Pudding with 17 grams of protein, and it is so good if you like pudding. Nice. Sounds fabulous. Thank you, everyone. It's been a good, it was not a productive morning for me, but it was a cathartic moment for me. And it will be very productive as I change my writing habits and can actually get my dang book done. So
there you go.
Profeel Protein Pudding. Thank you, Lauren. All right. We are out. Y'all have an amazing weekend, and we will see you Sunday at
11 a.m. Eastern.